Hello, my name is Sadie. Welcome to my channel, YinReikiLight. And today I wanted to come on and do a weekly message reading. So I'm going to just kind of tap into the energy that's going to take place this week. It is a Powerhouse week with this full moon in Pisces and with the solstice energies, as well as we're moving into Libra season. So there's a lot happening. So this is a weekly energy reading for 9/19/21 through 9/25/21. I am going to start with more information that I've been receiving about this full moon. So the full moon is Monday, and it's a full moon in Pisces. What is also so significant about this full moon is that the full moon is actually going to be heightened because it is on a Monday. Monday in astrology is a moon day. So Monday is ruled by the moon. So it's going to be in its own sign. The moon is in the sign of Pisces, which the tarot card of the moon, this is a Pisces full moon. So it's in its own sign on its day of the week. So this energy is going to be like 10,000 times more intense and powerful than your normal average full moon. Because it's Pisces, as I mentioned before, Pisces is dreamy, it's lucid dreams, it's creativity, it's creative expression, it's music, it's poetry, it's romance, it's soulmates, it's heightened spiritual experiences and heightened spiritual awareness, sometimes even like supernatural experiences, supernatural awareness. You may be seeing more orbs, having more telepathic communications with people. Just your intuition might be just on fire right now. Also with Pisces is this, because it's so close to Neptune and it's trine, and then there's a beautiful trine with Mercury and Jupiter. It's like manifesting dreams, manifesting abundance, manifesting miracles. It's really an energy of miracles. And so really these next couple days between now and the full moon, just hold in your heart the energy of love, of miracles, of joy, of peace, of bliss as much as you possibly can, because the energies are heightened, manifestation is heightened. Full moons are manifestations. They're also culminations and completions of cycles. So because this full moon is in Pisces, the energy that I've been picking up a lot on is the moon energy, obviously, but also the Wheel of Fortune. And the reason why they wanted me to use this deck is because if you look, the wheel itself, it's a representation of all the zodiac signs, which is Pisces. Pisces is the 12th sign, so it encompasses all the other zodiac signs. There's a completion energy, there's a full moon. It's like we are ending one cycle and moving into a completely new cycle. And then the High Priestess. This is the sign of the triple goddess, the maiden, the mother, and the crone. And it's the goddess energy, the moon energy, which is yin. Yin is the moon. If you look at a yin and yang sign, the yin is the dark part. It's the dark part. It's the feminine energy. And so this High Priestess energy really embodies this full moon. So like I said, increased psychic ability, increased psychic connections, increased telepathic connections, increased inner knowing, increased supernatural experiences. Some of you might start having experiences where you're really able to tap into your Akashic records, your past life experiences, and it's going to bring about a significant amount of healing for you. Okay, so that's the energy around this full moon. However, on the flip side, gotta give you the negative set stuff too, because everything is existing simultaneously. This energy is very, very strongly rooted in escapism, addictions, substances, depression, illusions, deception. And what they were telling me is self-deception is very, very strong right now, especially if you're in a state of mind where you're justifying a harmful behavior or negative behavior to yourself or another because it's based upon a false assumption that you're making. Really, really look at that. Because you may have created a story in your head that's not the actual truth of the situation, and then acting out because of it, or reacting because of that false assumption that you made. And that's going to have consequences for you. So just, always check yourself, always check your energy, see where you're at. Also, this energy of the Pisces, the lower energy of Pisces is fear, darker thoughts, and darker energies. And so the guidance that I've been receiving of how to stay in the higher aspects of Pisces is that it's really, really time for you to get creative. Today, my daughter is a Gemini, but she loves to be very social. She loves to go out and do things and meet up with friends. And today I was like, what do you want to do? But she's really very highly psychic and very connected. And she's like, I'm just feeling like I just kind of want to stay home and I want to draw and I want to paint. So we went to Michael's, we got some craft stuff. We went to the bookstore, Barnes and Noble. We got some books. They also sell a lot of Legos there, so she was thrilled because she got a Lego set. We went to a ceramics place that we love and got a home kit, because you can do the paints and stuff at home and then take it back so that it gets fired up. So that's what we did today. And we've been listening to music, and both of our energies, the energy is so high. We're both vibrating so high, and it's been such a beautiful day because we just stayed in a space that was very creative and very, very simple and very happy for us. And again, listening to music and just being in a good space has really just allowed me to sort of just be in a good place with this full moon, because it is bringing up a lot of stuff. It's just I'm not reactive to it. I'm very even and balanced, and that's such a beautiful thing. And so it is possible to stay even and balanced right now, especially if you're feeling overwhelmed. One of the things that is really, really important for you to do right now is to purify and cleanse and clear your body. So I've been getting this guidance a lot over the last couple weeks. My name is Sadie, and I am a sugar-aholic. I am a sugar addict. I love sweets. I love candy. I love cookies. I love ice cream. I love donuts. I love sweets, okay? So, but a lot of the guidance that I've been getting recently is to let go of sweets, let go of caffeine, really cleanse my body, purify my body of this stuff. It's funny, the other day, this week, because there's been so much solar activity, whenever there's a lot of solar activity, I have trouble sleeping. It really impacts my sleep. And so this week my sleep has been way off, and it's been very strange. And there was a day earlier this week where I went to Dunkin' Donuts. I had to break down. I don't regularly drink coffee anymore. I stopped drinking it last year, but every once in a while I'm tired and I'll get a coffee. And my guidance that morning was to not get a coffee, to get a green tea or something. And I didn't listen, because you know what? It's pumpkin season. I want my pumpkin latte. I want my pumpkin donut. So I had my pumpkin donut and I started drinking the pumpkin latte, and all of a sudden I had heart palpitations, which I never have. And then I realized, okay, I guess I'm not drinking this pumpkin latte. And I threw it away. And after I threw it away, I felt better automatically. So your body's really going to speak to you right now, unfortunately. And so if you notice that sugar is draining your energy, caffeine is making you too reactive, say you love to have a couple glasses of wine after work or something like that. But if you notice that you're drinking more, or you're needing more wine, or it's putting you in a bad state of mind and it's putting you in a negative mood, or you're getting angry, you're getting reactive, it's really time to let it go. It's really time to let it go. This is very true of other drugs. For some, it's their prescription drugs. Your body is changing because your body is a sacred vessel. You know, all of our bodies are a sacred vessel, and they're truly the seat of the soul while we are incarnated in human form, okay? So your body is important. You need your body to ascend, okay? No ascension without the body. So you gotta love, cherish, value, honor, and respect your body, all right? And for some, as you're on your spiritual path and stuff like that, you may be having symptoms and issues of illness that's related to the fact that your body chemistry and your energy is no longer compatible with your prescription pills. So if that's a message for you, this is a good week to go into the doctor and have some blood work done and make sure that you're on the right prescriptions for you. For some, this is about, you know, marijuana and other drugs. Listen, this is a judgment-free zone. You know, I don't say anything to be like on my high horse, on my pulpit. Like, we've all been there. It's, you know, it is what it is. But again, if you're noticing that you need more of a substance to get through the day, or you're noticing you need more of a substance to stay calm, or you're noticing that you know, you're smoking something or doing an edible and you automatically have a bad reaction to it, that is your body saying, no more, enough, you gotta stop, okay? So this week, especially if you want to keep your emotions clear and you want to stay like in this beautiful energy, because the energy can be so beautiful right now if you allow yourself to be in a high vibration, and you're keeping your energy clear by keeping your body clear, by clearing your vessel, by protecting your vessel, by, you know, understanding your body is sacred, that it's beautiful, to honor your body, to honor, you know, putting in healthy foods, putting in healthy substances, just support your overall well-being. I'm going to tell you a story about the edibles, because I just had this thing. I went to my, you know, my spiritual bookstore that I love and bought some sage right now. And it's funny because I was going to sage and then my lighter broke. So I'm not meant to sage today, but I bought some sage, and my friend that works there, she was talking about edibles and how, you know, she shared an edible with one of her friends, and her friend had like a horrible reaction. She felt really bad. And I was like, yeah, this energy is like weird right now, because, you know, it's not, you know, some people are just reacting very, very, you know, they have very harsh reactions to things. I'm at a place, like, I don't do drugs, I don't drink, because my body can't handle it. Like, over the last few years, especially, like, I think the last time I had a drink was 2.5 years ago. And I had such a bad reaction to one drink that it was like, I can't handle it anymore. So I'm not someone who partakes in any of that stuff. But if you do it in moderation. But if you're doing it and you're noticing it's becoming like habitual, or you're becoming codependent to it, really look at that, because the more your energy is clogged down, the harder it's going to be to deal with the energy of this week, because it's so heightened that everything is heightened. You know, as love is heightened, as light is heightened, fear and darkness is heightened too. You got to really understand that everything is simultaneously, and everything is a simultaneous experience. Duality is a simultaneous experience. So, you know, you can choose to feel good, but find a way that makes you feel good without hurting yourself, okay? Also, the other, as I mentioned, judgment-free zone, but the other thing that they've been saying is to step away from judging, to step away from judgment, to step away from placing your opinion on everything. Right now, especially, you're going to see all of it. Everything's a mixed bag. So you're going to see the good, the bad, the ugly, the beautiful, all of it. And what's really, really important right now, especially this week, is to kind of just accept people as they are, where they're at. Accept them as they are, where they're at. And to accept yourself as you are, where you're at. That is the most important. You have to accept yourself first, because when you accept yourself first, when you love yourself first, then it's easier to love and accept and have compassion for others, all right? But toleration is going to be a really, really big theme in the next few months, because, you know, as I kind of mentioned in the earlier video, and that was actually yesterday's video, but it wouldn't upload until today, so it is what it is. But, you know, there is a splitting of consciousness, and the polarity is going to get heavier. And with this splitting of consciousness and the polarity getting heavier is, as a light worker, as a star seed, as however you identify yourself on your ascension path, you have to straddle between two worlds. Like, you've got to learn to exist between two worlds and be unfuckwithable all the time. Okay, that is the mastery that is the mission that we have all accepted on this path. Is we got to learn to just master our emotions, master our thoughts, master our mind, master our, you know, our responses, master how we live our life, and be that light and that example for others. So, you know, you're gonna definitely feel like you're in between two worlds, starting this week, but as we go on to the end of this year and next year, and you're absolutely gonna feel like you're living in two worlds. You're living in your 3D world and you're living in your 5D world. And you know what? That's where we're at right now. That is the ascension path right now. And so that's okay. But to learn how to sort of flow in the energy of it and not be pulled so down into the negative and lower vibrations of the 3D, and to stay more balanced and sort of in the higher vibrations of the 5D, is learning to let go of judgment. Like, whatever someone does, that's their path. That's what they're doing. You just got to accept they are who they are. You can't change them. It's just like, you know, I love this expression, you know, fish are excellent swimmers, but they can't walk. Like, you can't expect a fish to walk. Understand, when you're dealing with certain people, certain energies, it is what it is. They are who they are. You know, don't get upset with them for them being who they are. Accept and acknowledge that they're who they are, and know how, once you accept and acknowledge that, though, you kind of know how to deal with them. You learn how to deal with them, even if dealing with them is dealing with them from a distance and staying out of their energy. That's okay too. All right. So let's get into the equinox, which is in the northern hemisphere. It is the fall equinox, and this is going to happen on Wednesday. Wednesday is a day that is ruled by Mercury. It is a Mercury day. We're also going into Mercury in retrograde, I think later on this week or early next week. I will find the dates and I will put it into the comments. But with the Mercury energy, because Mercury is in shadow right now, about to begin its retrograde, you know, this is a heightened time of just miscommunications, delays, things stalling, things breaking, things, you know, kind of going a little haywire. Again, this week, because the equinox, which is on the 22nd, it is the equal amount of light and dark. So the equinox is like literally a balance point. And that is the lesson for this season of the equinox. Doesn't matter if you're in the northern hemisphere, which is our fall equinox, or the southern hemisphere, which is going to be the spring equinox. The lesson and the guidance right now is to really stay as balanced as possible. We've got Libra season 2, which is on the same day. It begins on the same day, which is September 22nd on Wednesday. You've got Justice. Justice is blind. Justice is blind. Scales are balanced. You got the Six of Coins. Six of Coins is about an equal give and take. It's sort of that seesaw, like, up and down energy. However, there can be equity in the up and down. It's just, you've got to be up as much as you're down, if you understand what I'm talking about. So it's like, to find an equilibrium right now is, if you notice your vibration dipping down, do things that help your vibration to rise. Okay. And then they wanted me to bring this through. I'm not sure why, but they're saying this energy too of the equinox is the energy of the world. So the world is truly going to be impacted with this balancing energy. Again, as I mentioned in yesterday's video, we are in a very, very heavy karmic time for the collective. So, but there is a lot of karmic balance coming in. They just want you to stay balanced, stay true to yourself, stay firm to your beliefs. Don't let yourself be swayed by the opinions and judgments of others. And one of the things that is really, really important right now is staying in your power. You are a sovereign being. You are God incarnate in a body. You know how to heal. You know what you need. You know what's good for you. You know what's bad for you. Right now, especially, and as we go through the rest of this year, not allowing yourself to be manipulated by the opinions of the masses, by the 3D, by the controlling systems and controlling factions in our world. Really taking a stand for what you believe, regardless if it's a popular opinion or not. Not getting pulled into the divisive energy of politics, and just keeping a neutral energy, and understanding that your sovereignty means that you don't need to elect anyone or choose anyone to make any decisions for you. You are more than qualified to make your own decisions for yourself, okay? There's going to be more of that. There's going to be more division energy. And so how to balance division energy is to bring in more harmony. This is to bring in more unity for yourself, unity with your body, unity with your mind, unity with your soul, unity in your life. If there are things in your life that are out of balance, really take a look at that and just make choices and decisions that support your wealth, your well-being, your health, your happiness, and harmony in your life. Not every fight is your fight to get involved in. Not every issue is your issue that you need to put your energy towards. It doesn't mean that you don't care about the world. It doesn't mean that you don't care and don't have compassion. It just means that you're in a space of accelerated growth, and to truly grow and accelerate, you can't take on the weight of the world right now, because as an empath, you're gonna feel it. You're gonna feel this weight of the world right now, but you don't have to take it on. The other really beautiful message that's been coming through is, it's funny, like I said earlier, I've been really listening to a lot of music today. That was my guidance, was just to listen to music, relax, and no lie, I heard 4 or 5 songs with the word heaven in it. So the first song was Heaven by a group called the Psychedelic Furs. They're an 80s group. Just Like Heaven by The Cure. Heaven is a Place on Earth by Belinda Carlisle, and the song Heaven by Bryan Adams. And so when I really sat down and tapped into the energy, basically what I'm being told is your life can be heaven now. Heaven can be a place that not just a place on earth, but a place that you exist in now. That 5D energy, that beautiful life, your wishes, your dreams, that's all here now for you energetically. Everything happens energetically first, and then it comes into the physical reality. Then it gets manifested into form. But the more that you can hold the vibration of heaven, whatever heaven looks like for you, the more you will start to see your life just open up and expand in beautiful ways, and it'll be like you're living in a state of heaven. So really, allow yourself to be in that space, allow yourself to feel good, allow yourself to have fun, allow yourself to be silly. I love reading the comments on YouTube sometimes, and I was looking up the lyrics to Belinda Carlisle's Heaven is a Place on Earth. And there was a comment by this guy who said, "This is a song I listen to when the homies aren't around." And then 2 comments later, another guy said, "Screw the homies, I listen to this whenever, wherever." And the thing about that is that's what heaven is. It doesn't matter what anybody else thinks. It doesn't matter what anybody else is doing. Heaven is for you. Heaven is inside of you. The kingdom of heaven is inside of you. It's your energy. It's how you want to express heaven in your life. And so what does that look like for you? What does bliss look like for you? What does it feel like for you? It doesn't have to be related to another person. It doesn't have to be related to you being in union with someone. It doesn't have to be related to, it could just be listening to your favorite songs, regardless if your homies are around or not, right? So just get into a space where you're starting to really just be you, be unapologetically you, and really be authentic with your heart and your soul and the things that matter to you, all right? The other message about heaven is with this Pisces full moon, a lot of people are going to have experiences where they're going to connect to people who have passed over, friends and loved ones. You're going to have more psychic experiences, maybe even dreams or conversations, or even channeling energies of people who have passed on. That song, Belinda Carlisle's Heaven is a Place on Earth, always reminds me of a friend that I had when I was a child. Her name was Katie, and she loved Belinda Carlisle, and she would listen. She had the tape, and we would listen to that song over and over and over and over again. And Katie and I were really, really good friends for a long time. And tragically, she was murdered by her boyfriend when she was a teenager. And so whenever I hear that song, it always brings me to that space of like us being kids and like listening to that song and playing around. And it's funny, when I heard that song, I was driving today, and I thought I always, whenever I hear it, I think of Katie. And then I saw this beautiful butterfly that just flew right over me, and I knew it was like a message like, I'm good, I'm okay, and it was a recognition of Katie's energy, and that was really, really beautiful. So getting emotional, but you might have some experiences like that right now with this Pisces full moon, where people long past may come to you, may make their presence known to you. And so that is the other message about heaven being right here, heaven being, they're never gone. They're never gone. Those that you love, you carry forever. Nobody ever really dies. They just leave this reality, they leave this dimension, and they go off to another one. But those that you love, they're always with you, and they're never gone. So that's a message for someone. Maybe someone just is going through a loss, or someone's going through, they're grieving someone who they've lost. But just know that they're with you. They're always with you. Okay. And the other message, because I got so many messages, sorry, this video is getting really long. All my videos lately are getting really long. The other message is that just like heaven, and heaven is a place on earth, I want to explain those songs. So just like heaven, the singer Robert Smith from The Cure, he wrote that song about his wife that he's still married to. I think they've been married for like 40 years. Belinda Carlisle's Heaven is a Place on Earth. She didn't actually write the song, but when she met the songwriters, she had just met her husband at the time, and they got married, and they're still married now, and I think they've been married for more than 30 years. So the other message for those, this is not a message for everyone, but this is a message for some, is that, you know, you're coming into union, you're coming into marriage. During this time period, during the equinox time period, which is about 6 months, you will meet your marital partner, or you will come back into union with a twin flame, and it's going to be a long-term partnership. So that's a beautiful message for some of you as well. All right. Oh my goodness, so much came through right now. Let's do this. I'm very excited for this. So this is Denise Linn. I love Denise Linn. I love her decks. I love her books. She's absolutely wonderful. Beautiful spiritual teacher. This is her newest deck, her latest deck, the Sacred Forest Oracle. Crystal Clear, my beautiful friend Crystal Clear, actually told me about this deck like a couple months ago, and I've been searching for it. I couldn't find it. And then today at Barnes & Noble, so funny, I just happened to like look at the decks and stuff, and there it was. And I was like, I'm getting it. So I am unboxing this deck, and why it's perfect for us right now is this is the Sacred Forest Oracle. 52 cards to open energy portals of a higher dimension. And because we're all going into this higher dimensional energy, we're really going to feel it this week, starting this week. This is the perfect deck to open up, unbox, and do a reading with for the energy this week. And so the bottom of the deck is air, spirit, knowledge. We are going into Libra season on the 22nd, so there's going to be a lot of knowledge, a lot of wisdom, a lot of clarity, a lot of information coming to you this week. Information that's going to help you on your path, okay? Like I said, I was going to sage, but I don't, my lighter broke, so I'm going to spray the clearing spray. This is saltwater blue, empath, psychic protection, and cord cutting mist. I'm also gonna just hold some selenite wands on the deck for a minute, just to clear the energy, and then I'll do a shuffle. And selenite is a great crystal to use to clear energy. So I highly recommend it. You can use it to clear the energy of cards. You can use it to clear the energy of yourself. You can use it to clear the energy of other crystals. Selenite is wonderful for that, okay? All right. Just want to feel the energy shift a little bit, and then I'll shuffle and do the reading. Higher self, Holy Spirit, guides and guardians of 100% light, give us clear and concise reading of the energies this week. What are the messages that you want us to know? Hummingbird spirit, joy. Joy is one of the highest vibrations that you can hold. And joy brings you into that heavenly state. Purification, and this is the pine spirit. So pine is a great cleanser. I use pine salt at home to clean because it cleanses so well, and it cleanses negative energies as well. So for someone, you need to hear that. Clear the space in your home with some pine salt. Use pine. You can, buy pine oils, or use pine incense. It's very, very cleansing as well. Okay, purification though, as I mentioned, really purifying the body is going to be important this week to keep your emotions clear, to keep your mind clear, to keep your energy clear. Purifying the home as well, because your home is your sacred space. And so, you know, especially where you sleep, the area that you sleep, you want to keep it pure, you want to keep it clean, you want to sage around your bed, you just want to have that space as clean and clear as possible so there's no sticky energies around. With what else with purification is, for some, this full moon's going to bring up a lot of emotion, and what you need to know is that it's okay to cry, to let all the emotion out, to let everything that you're feeling out, because crying is purifying. It cleanses the energy. So what you need to understand about emotion is energy in motion. So it needs to move through you. It's not meant to be stuck inside of you. It needs to move through you. So exercise might be very, very important for you this week. Extra exercise. Dancing might be just, you know, moving your body, letting everything move through you this week will help you to purify and help you to keep really, really balanced in nice equilibrium. The other card that came up, beautiful, beautiful, Guardians of the Land, protection. You are always divinely directed and protected at all times. Even if you're feeling vulnerable, even if you're feeling lost, there is so much love and protection all around you right now. With this card that I'm really getting is that for some of you, you really need to be more in nature. Nature's very protective as well. It's why I like to do readings outside. It's just very healing. There's so many elementals and divas and nature fairies and all these things that we can't always see with our physical eyes, but they're all around us, and they keep the atmosphere clear. They help to clear the energies and keep lower vibrational energies at bay. So protection is going to be very important. You can always call upon the white light. You can always call upon the violet flame. You can always call upon Archangel Michael if you're feeling extra vulnerable and you need extra protection in whatever situation that you may be in. But protection is very, very important this week. I'm going to pull 2 more cards. Let's see. What else do you want us to know? Okay, this one came up. Frog Spirit Renewal. And that is beautiful. I love these little flowers. They're really popping. But if you just stay in your joy, stay in your space, purify, 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 you're going to have that renewal. You're going to have that beautiful new beginning, that beautiful harvest, that beautiful culmination of everything that you want right now. Renewal is coming, healing is coming in for a lot of us, okay? And last card that wants to come through, this one, Miracles, and it is the rainbow waterfall. Oh my God, there's a butterfly, there's a rainbow. Like I mentioned earlier in this video, with the Jupiter trine Mercury and the Pisces full moon, it is an energy of miracles. Some of you may be seeing rainbows, and that's an important sign for you from your guides and angels that, hey, your miracle is right around the corner. Just keep believing, keep holding on to faith. But trust and believe in miracles. The Course in Miracles teaches us that a miracle is a change in perception. For some, it's just you need to shift your perception from the negative to the positive. You need to shift your perception from lack to gratitude. You need to shift your perception from separation to wholeness. Understand that you are always whole. You have everything that you need, and that you are always provided for in every way. So, ooh, I love this deck. I'm so excited. Thank you, Crystal Clear. Thank you, Deborah, for this recommendation. I love it. It's so beautiful. I love it. And so I hope everyone has a beautiful week. It's going to be a good week. It's going to be, if you can keep yourself balanced, it's going to be a great week, okay? Sending lots of love and light. Take care.